A NASA official once told me that I wouldn't be able to prove my discrimination case because witnesses go quiet and documents disappear. I took that as a threat, and I took it very seriously. So the first person that I ever gave my evidence to was the EEOC investigator on my case. I sat on that evidence for 9 months prior to that. And it wasn't easy because NASA wanted it and was trying to get it. They tried being nice, and then they tried being menacing. And when they started being menacing, I decided to document that shady shit. Now, I had requested a more flexible schedule and occasional telework as reasonable accommodation for my disability. I already had those things, but I needed NASA's permission to use them for emergencies related to my disability. Instead, they threatened to put me on the most rigid work schedule that we had. It was a work schedule that was reserved for people who were attendance problems, which I gather I had become when I started using my sick leave for being sick. To me, it just seemed like the most obnoxious thing they could have done. Still kind of does. At first, I was stunned. I didn't know what to say. But on my way back to my office, I started thinking about all the things that were shady about this. And I decided maybe I should try to document some of it. So I sent an email to one of the people who was in the meeting with me. Now, what I wanted to say was, seriously, all you're going to do about my discrimination complaint is punish me for being sick? But if I'd said that, I would have played right into their strategy of branding me as a problem employee. I still said what was on my mind. I just said it in a way that made NASA back off. So here's the formula I used to document all the shady stuff that NASA tried with me, and it worked like a charm. Open with facts, not feelings. I saw or I heard, not I felt. Maintain a professional tone. Could you please? I would like to. Thank you. Go a long way. Instead of telling, you should do this or that, try asking open questions that are designed to get you the evidence or the result that you need. And don't forget to leave room for learning. I could be wrong. That's for you and for them. Now, all I was trying to do was document a threat, and I did that. In fact, I did it so well that NASA changed their mind about putting me on that rigid schedule. They just totally backed off, and it was never mentioned to me again. They knew it would look like retaliation. Sometimes NASA tried being nice. They offered me things or made promises to try to reconcile if I would just give them my evidence. Don't believe it. Ask your employer to put anything that they offer in writing. If they're acting in good faith, they won't mind. NASA went silent when I asked. So I knew what they were about. Fight smart, hang in to win.